All right, we're back, and we're jumping straight into hell because there is nothing further for us to do in Calamity right now until we beat Providence. So here we are, getting started immediately. I gave it one attempt, got my shit rocked, and I don't know what's about to happen. I don't know how the rest of this is gonna go. There she is. Okay, so circular fire, I guess that kind of makes sense. Rings of fire and circles. That's not easy to dodge at all. Okay. Lines. Flag. Okay. I'm dead. Okay, at least I'm kind of seeing what she's doing. Some sort of explosion. You summon her friends. Ooh. Well, that didn't feel terrible. I'm playing Mage. I wonder if the bubble gun will be better for this. She doesn't move a lot, so maybe. This is only doing 100 damage to her. I don't know if she does contact damage or not. I don't think she does. It doesn't seem like she does. Okay, this fight is weirdly making sense. Oof. Oh, so much for that. I was doing good. Let me get these heals and shit real fast. Whew. I only got her down to 66% doing that shit. Hold the wall during that part. The things that drop from the ceiling won't hit you. Interesting. I'll attempt that. Movement with this phase is a little weird. That was a lie. They definitely do hit me. Ah. Shit. Well, shit. Oh, I'm still alive-ish. Consistently dying at like 60% now. Oh, I somehow already spawned her. I wonder if there's a better weapon. Oh, this is actually doing a lot of damage. This is doing like 2,000 or 3,000 damage to her. Ow, almost dead. I am dead. Well, that was lucky. Jeez, I can't see anything when she does that. Okay, this is a really bad spot. I can't circle her. She decided to be like up in the wall to do that. You're supposed to circle around her to do that. Okay, well. Good lord. How am I supposed to see any of the projectiles falling around anywhere when she flashes the entire screen yellow? I keep the music, like, on a low volume because I don't want to deal with any copyright issues. Because I'm pretty sure it is, like, somewhat... I can't remember. Can't see anything. It's daytime. Or it's nighttime now. She just fucking left. Ah. Yeah, the bubble gun does seem to help. I was doing good that time. Of course, the fight had to end on me out of nowhere. Ah, I was just about to get a health pot too. Tell me why this is working better for me. Can I just sit on the ground? Are those explosions around me just visual, or do they actually do damage? It looks like one did damage to me. Again, she went into her circular phase while she was in the ceiling, so I couldn't do fucking anything. Oh, he does have the music available? I didn't realize. I can change it then. Where's volume again? I thought they had a specific volume setting. Oh, it's on general. Never mind. Can't see anything. I don't even know how I managed to make it through that. Permafrost saved me for sure. What the fuck is that? What am I looking at? Oh! Yeah, I need, I have flying mounts. The one I have equipped is just bad. Where the hell are mounts? thought... Oh, no. I don't remember what... Is it just called Broom? Oh, it is. I'm pretty sure the Cosmic Car Key and the Broom are the same... have, like, the same flying stats. I even noticed that using just a broom for this stage, or using a mount for this stage, is honestly fine. Just gives me more precise flying. It's slower, but that's kind of why it's more precise. I'm always running this fight at half health, I swear. Because it's like 2 hits and I'm there. I'm at half health already. I'm just the worst at this, or at that, the rain phase or whatever the hell it's called. I'm like really bad at. Oh. Okay, I discovered for this phase it's better to just get the fuck away. And whoever said hug the wall during that part, you were absolutely right. That's the best strat for that section. What are you doing? Ah. I can't see anything. What do you do in that phase? I literally couldn't see anything. I've never gotten through that phase without using permafrost. Oh shit, I wasn't touching it, damn it. moving too much on what part? I understood on that last bit. I finally got onto the, I used my mount and it kind of helped. But I mean, am I moving too much during the phase where she's like blowing everything up on my screen? Don't I have to like not be inside of all that orange shit? Don't I take damage in that? Because aren't those like her explosions? Okay, good lord, I'm taking mad damage. And that phase stay right next to her? No way. Okay, well that was just god-awful. I was trying to do something fancy right there, but it didn't work. I'm still alive! I can handle this phase. I think. Holy shit. That's insane. Okay, if I can try to dodge her little arrow doodad things. Into the fire she goes. Now this phase is questionable. I feel like the best I can do is just run away because it creates more of a distance between all of the projectiles, which gives me more of a gap to try and, you know. Okay, now this I can pick the holes, pick the holes. Ooh! Oh, why did he have to put a laser in the exact same spot? It's called Calamity. That's the name of the mod. This room is from Infernum, which is like a difficulty to the mod. Damn it! It's nighttime again. Okay, so the red ones are the ones that I want to pick up. I would like to push towards some other bosses right now, but literally the next bosses up can't be, you can't fight them until after Providence. I'm stuck here on Providence. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I was thinking about pulling up a video and watching like a no-hit run or something. I'm almost curious if I want to run fucking Reaver armor again. I'd lose damage, but I'm pretty sure it provides more defense than what I'm running. It does, by a decent margin. And the amount of, like, self-healing that Reaver armor gives me. And extra health. I'm gonna try running Reaver armor again. Old Duke is obnoxious. I've never fought him in Infernum, so I don't know how obnoxious he is in Infernum. But I wouldn't be surprised if Old Duke in Infernum is worse than Providence. Old Duke feels worse than Providence even in regular Calamity. I would just like to point out, look at the massive health difference that I have had pretty much this entire fight in comparison to the last ones now that I'm wearing Reaver armor. Reaver armor is fucking goated, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Because even with what little hits I do take, I'm taking way less damage now that I have like an extra 30-something defense. Ow. I think that's like the first time I've had to pop a health potion this entire time. Man, these are such long fucking fights. I think that's the annoying part about dying to this boss is, like, the amount of time it takes to get to the stages I've been getting to per run is, it takes a couple minutes from what I can tell. These are long ass fights. I had like 3 business days to dodge that one fireball, and I still ate shit. No, this is not the final boss for Calamity. We are far from that. Yeah, kinda like Undertale. You should have seen what the Golem fight looked like. How long does this phase last? Fuck. She was at 56% health still. How long is that fight? Does it have logged like how long that fight has taken so far? 5-minute fight, and we were halfway through it. 5.5-minute fight, and we were only at 56%. Good God. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh. Yes. So, in fact, I'm a little behind on that. So to take a break from this boss and do that, have I been out of mana potions this whole time? Let me show you what these do. I'm a little behind on doing some of the ones myself, so I may as well show you. Let's get some of these cells out. So you need the Draydon power cells that those make, and you need to make something called a code breaker. You make a code breaker with some of the basic components you find at each one of these locations. So like the snow biome has a Draydon location. There's going to be a planet that spawns directly above you, either slightly to the left or slightly to the right. That will have one in there. Those are all Draydon's labs. There's always one down in hell, too. Typically on the right side, I think. Then there's going to be one in the sunken sea underneath the desert, underneath the desert caves. There's one right there. And then there's always one in the jungle, too. And I'm pretty sure that's all of them. And each one of those will have a chest containing a schematic. The first schematic that you find will be the sunken sea. You need to find the sunken sea one so you can make a decryption computer. A decryption computer is the first upgrade to the code breaker. Let me show you how all this works. The fact that the wiki doesn't ever talk about this is insane. Here it is. This is a code breaker here. We're going to take this and we're going to take it up here, actually. This is a code breaker. And then there's the first upgrade that I just made, the decryption computer. These fuck-ass slimes. So, what you want to do with the decryption computer is you want to take one of these. It will say upgrades required if you can't do it yet. So you just keep clicking the ones. There we go. So here's this one. Takes 500 batteries to do. If you have a stack of 999, I promise you, you can get through all of these schematics without adding any more to this. And it's not hard to get a whole stack of these with the ones that you find. If you find them and then place them at your base as soon as you find them in each base around the world, or in each lab around the world, it will collect over time, and by the time you like really need these power cells, you will have more than enough. But you click decrypt, and it will decrypt this schematic, and I will show you what that does once it's done. How'd I make my entire map like this? So that's gonna be from an item called from Fargo's Mutant mod. It's called the Ancient Masters Map of the Lost Great Ancestors. All you gotta do is craft it, which is it's not too terribly hard to craft. And once you do, you just click on it. You can use it multiple times, so whenever your map updates with new ores or something like that, you can use it again. But once you click it, it will show you your entire map. Very useful mod. Very useful item. It's from Fargo's Mutant mod. So yeah, as you can see, this is about 50% done. It doesn't take too terribly long to do these. Holy mage, yeah, I know. Keeping all these fuck-ass slimes away from me. And technically, each one of these schematics, as you decrypt them, actually does have a message you can read. It's not important if you don't read them, but if you want, like, Calamity lore, then, you know, read them. So, now that this one's been decrypted, we can now see new unlocked recipes. So, when you're running the range class, and I think some magic weapons too, but mainly the range class, you can unlock new weapons that can be fun to use for the range class. Only thing is those radon power cells you make, you need to use those with one of those charge stations that you find to charge up those weapons, which is why I don't like using them. They hold a charge for a while, I just don't care to keep up with it. So let's do the next one. Oh wait, hang on, we can't do the next one yet. But at the bottom of each list of new things you can see, you'll see it says long range sensor array. The bottom of all the unlocked recipes, or every list you get of the unlocked recipes of every schematic you decrypt, the bottom one on the list will always be the new computer upgrade. So now we can make a long-range sensor array. Let's go down here. Make a long-range sensor array. There we go. We'll attach that on there. Perfect. Now we can take our next schematic. Let's see, these two are done, so let's put these two over here. Oh good, I picked the right one. Now it takes 950. We'll decrypt this one real fast. Yeah, I had to look up why you needed to use these and why they were important. This code breaker, it's important you do this because to fight one of the final bosses in Calamity, you need to max out this code breaker. Which means you need to decrypt all of these. Yeah. If we look at boss log here, the last two bosses in Calamity, that's new. Oh, the Primordial Worm. I forgot about this boss. So, Infernum only mode boss, which is why I've never seen it before. Gives a melee weapon and a ranged weapon. nothing else, which is just tragic. Oh, wait. I was wrong. It does give a magic weapon. It's a lot of damage it does. There's 2 magic weapons you can get from it, actually. I'm pretty sure you have to fight this boss in the Abyss, which sounds obnoxious. But the Exomex and the Supreme Witch Calamitous are the last 2 bosses in the game. Their progression are the same. You cannot make in-game items without... You cannot beat Supreme Witch Calamitous and then make in-game items to fight Exomex. You have to beat both of them to make in-game items. The Exomex, though, is the boss... This boss is the reason why you have to finish this Codebreaker. Because the Codebreaker is how you summon Draydon to fight the Exomex. So here we go. Now the next thing on the list, at the bottom of the list to get there, you see the advanced display is the next Codebreaker upgrade. So let's make that real quick. There we go. Now we'll decrypt this one. Thanks for the follow, Brody. I appreciate it. What book is this? It's called the Nuclear Fury. It's a Calamity mod book. It's an upgrade to the Razorblade Typhoon, which you get from Duke Fishron. This is a Calamity upgrade to that book after you beat Moonlord. The Mirasama does not work until you beat a certain boss. You can find the Mirasama as early as the very beginning of the game. But for you, the Mirasama will not work until you defeat the Devourer of Gods. As you can see, that's well after Moonlord. You got Moonlord, then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 8 bosses before you get to Devourer of Gods. And then once you defeat Devourer of Gods, that's pretty much pre-endgame. After you defeat Devourer of Gods, you have essentially the last 3 to 4 bosses in the game. But once you defeat Devourer of Gods, that's when you unlock the Mirasama. This book here is called... This is a separate mod called Boss Log. I'm pretty sure the Boss Log is literally just what the mod is called. And it helps out a lot. Luckily for you guys, I have done 5 Calamity runs, all of them in just regular Revengeance mode. I've defeated every class on Revengeance. This is my first time doing an Infernum, which is way, way, way harder. Yeah, if you've been playing Terraria for a long time, it's about time you start doing mods. Anyway, now that one's done. Voltage regulation system. Now, I actually don't think we can make this one yet, but I'll look it up. Yeah, so to make the voltage regulation system, now it's requiring Eula Bloom, which Eula Bloom I don't think spawns until after Poltergast, if I remember correctly. Or maybe it spawns after Providence. I don't know. But we don't have access to that ore yet, so I actually can't... That means I cannot upgrade my, my Codebreaker anymore until I progress, in bosses. And then once I progress in bosses and make the Eula Bloom thing, make this upgrade, then I'll be able to decrypt this last ice schematic. And then once I decrypt the ice schematic, I'll then have to defeat, I think, Yaron. And then after defeating Yaron, I'll have the items needed to craft the last piece of the Codebreaker to summon the main boss, to summon the Exomechs. So there you go. The more you know. Pulse Dragon, interesting. I have all the weapons available to me at this stage of the game for me to use against Providence. I'm about to watch a video on how to fight Providence and see if I can, like, implement the strategy myself so I can know what I'm doing better. Because, I mean, I have four-headed my way through this enough at this point. And I feel like I've figured out a good bit of it, but there's some things that I just don't fully understand. I want to see what weapon he uses. He's not even bothering fighting this one. He's using Nebula armor. I think I'm doing better with the armor I'm using. So he's using that weapon. I think that does do the most damage from what I could tell. It's just a bit different. Fighting the Wall of Flesh was easy, at least for me. I actually think Wall of Flesh in Infernum was actually easier than just doing it in regular Calamity. Doing it in regular Calamity is not much harder than doing it in just regular Terraria, if you ask me. I didn't notice much of a difference. Okay, so his circle jerks are there. Good to know. Holy skill issue. Is it really just me? No problem. Hope to see you again. Okay, I definitely made it to that stage of the fight on my own, but she was still at a lot more fucking health than that. So what gives? I'm going to study this shit. Hmm. Interesting. You can get her to damage herself. Maybe my health bar was glitched because both videos I've watched so far, by the time they got to like the stage I died when she was, it said like 56% on her health bar when I died. When I swear I was like towards the end of the fight. And according to this video, I was towards the end of the fight. Like I should have been almost done with her. Okay, so it's best to just get away from it during that phase. Go back and forth to avoid that, but from a distance. And by the time I get to that phase, I should be almost done. But according to the health bar I saw on my page, they were far from finished with. Okay, cool. I guess I've got an idea of what I need to do. We shall make an attempt. I make it a nice fresh morning so she doesn't despawn on me. Here we go. Feng shui's all off. Okay, wow. I'm doing really bad. Damn it, dude. What the fuck? Oh, wait, hang on, up there. Okay. Shit. Oh, I swear, dude. What time is it in the game? how the bells toll. Shit. Oh, shit, dude. Nope. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me, dude. He stuck that shit right on me and I just couldn't get out of the way. Oh. Come on. By that stage of the game, for every other video that I've watched, they were like, they're practically almost done with the fight. In every video that I've seen where they fight Providence and all the, like, I watched 2 different videos. One is like 6 months old and another one is like a year old. I tried watching the one that was, or paying closer attention to the one that's like only 6 months old, just to see what they did. The fight looks the same. They do it the way I've been doing it, and it's helping. Like, you know, I learned some new strats from the video that helps with certain things, but it's like, I don't know how they're doing so much damage and ending the fight so much quicker. Whatever. Ah, my God. Holy shit, I actually have adrenaline. Not that I got to use it because she was during her immunity phase. And I knew I was going to lose it if I didn't pop it, so... Ugh. Oh shit. Must be on top of him for this. Help. Oh my god, there's no fucking way I keep getting hit by that laser, dude. Every time I get to that phase, I completely throw. What the fuck? Wow! I fucking hate this phase. I even had adrenaline there for a second that I immediately lost. I swear on all that is holy, I'm throwing, dude. Oh. I always die on that phase. This is such a long fight. Good lord. I would love if my entire screen would stop fucking shaking. Oh no. Yeah, I haven't been able to get past Providence at all. What are these hitboxes? man. Whoa! Can't see the fucking lines. And I'm dead. What the fuck? That does so much damage. Okay, that's the first time I've ever made it past that phase. Oh, she's doing this shit again. Damn, I was just about to get adrenaline too. Oh shit! Ooh. Okay. Shit, did not mean to do that. No, no. Fuck me, dude. Oh. Oh. That was the closest I've ever gotten with that fight. Fuck. Man, once you enter that lava phase, it's like, I was hoping it would eventually go back to like doing this again once you got past the lava phase, like before it started, like once it started repeating itself. But no, it's like the last 3 phases repeated over and over again, which are like so difficult to deal with. Gosh, I'm gonna fucking die. I think the bubble gun legitimately does do the most damage, so maybe I should just prioritize the bubble gun. That's a really bad spot to be doing this phase, but whatever. We will roll with the punches. We sort of have to. Okay, cool. I'll just take fat fucking hits constantly in that phase. Why not? After all, why not? Why not stay at half health the entire fucking fight? Because I can't ever do well enough to get better health. Honestly, I'll take the healing potion while I'm in this phase. That way, now that I'm at this portion, it'll like, the timer will reset and I'll have more health in this phase. I'm at full health in this phase for once. That's really fucking good. Only I can keep it. There's supposed to be like a decent hole here that you can dodge through, but I missed all of it. But whatever. I was in a decent position to take damage, I guess. Ugh. Ow. Damn, I got 30 seconds left before I can actually do anything. Fuck! Oh, thank God. This is like my heal phase right here. I can make it to this phase with like a decent amount of health. It allows me to like do shit. But this time I don't want to use my health. I'll just heal up as much as I can here and run it. Ooh, that was tight. If I could stop getting hit by the actual fucking spear itself, that'd be nice. Oh, shit. Oh my God, there's no way, dude. Ugh. Shit's taking so long to do. This fight's so long. That's the annoying part, is like every failed attempt is like 5 or 6 minutes down the drain. Oh, this is not the right phase, actually. Well, that didn't go well. Only 73% health. We're about to go into that next phase, though. Ah, what the fuck? She threw two of them. Which put me in a really bad position for this part of the fight. I mean, it's whatever. I had a health pot. Ooh. Those lasers are already like RNG enough to dodge, and I have all the fireballs underneath me coming at me. It's pretty annoying. I gotta watch where those things are. What even did damage him? I don't know what did it. Was I touching the lava too much? This is making me so mad, dude. I just want to make progress at this point. Like, I'm getting more bored of this fight than anything. I know all the attacks. I've done all the shit. I just can't seem to do it for long enough to beat the boss. feel like at this point I just need one lucky run. Oh my god. This is normally not the stage where I have to take a health potion and do all this, get all this damage. Oh, here we go. I was spamming my fucking adrenaline button because I knew I was about to get it and it didn't fucking pop it still. Ugh. Oh my gosh, I'm eating it right now. Oh good, he'll phase, hopefully.
got a fucking haircut on that last one. Ah. I don't know how to dodge all this shit consistently. It's not like that. Dude. Fucking. Why did they have to be so close for that phase? This time I'll go over the top. I gotta stop being at like half health with this phase. It's pissing me off. Jesus, either I get hit by all the fireballs or I get hit by one of the lasers. At least I had a fucking health pot for that. Well, that was no good. Okay. Heal phase, perhaps. Wow, I had adrenaline there for a second. Oh shit, dude. Okay, whatever. Maybe I can take some kills here, hopefully. Oh dear. Damn it, dude. You gotta be shitting me. Ugh. Please. Please. Oh, heal phase, heal phase. Okay, please. Ugh. 4%. Come on, dude. We can do this.
Oh, did I do it? Oh. Ah! Ah! Fucking finally! Oh! I'm gonna have an aneurysm. $11 minutes. That was an 11-minute fight in one fucking sitting. You know what? That's less attempts than I thought it was gonna take me, so I guess I can't complain. Anyway, that's gonna have to do it for this stream. I'm glad I managed to complete this boss before ending the stream. I thought I was about to have a stream of just uselessness. But no, we did it. Thank the Lord. Cool, we get to go on to the next 3 bosses. I will mess around real quick. Let me send a text message. Okay. Those look pretty cool. We did it. We took out Providence, a profane guardian. Profane goddess, whatever. That was unpleasant. Oh. Ooh, I'm all glowy and shit. Well, that sucked. I don't ever want to do that again. Got some new healing potions. See if the alchemist sells more of those. He does. These cost a lot of money. Well, we get to do something somewhat normal that we haven't done in a while. Let's go over here and make more dough. You. Well, now we have the Rune of Chaos, which means the next bosses we do are going to be the 3 bosses that come with the Rune of Chaos, which is, I believe, Cygnus, who else? It's Ceaseless Void, I think Cygnus, and Stormweaver, if I remember correctly. Let me look at this. Yes, I was right. Ceaseless Void, I will probably do last. Oh, right, it says I have 2 attempts. Those don't count because he spawned in while I was inside of the arena, and I never actually started the fight or fought him, because why the hell would I? Not to mention, I don't think you can without the Rune of Chaos. But because he spawns and despawns inside of the room, it counts as attempts, so those attempts are not accurate. I have not made any attempts towards this boss. I will probably do this boss
last out of the 3 because I hate doing Ceaseless Void. I'll probably do Stormweaver next. Stormweaver drops a nice magic weapon for me, actually. Nice gun. And there's Cygnus, who drops literally fuck all for me. Cool. And then does Ceaseless Void drop anything? I always forget. A melee weapon, a summon weapon, and that's it. So yeah, I ought to take on Stormweaver first. I'm sweating. I'm actually sweating from that fight. We ought to take on Stormweaver first since he gives me a new weapon. And then go from there. Did they nerf this? If they nerfed this money hack, I'm gonna crash out. Platinum candelabras cost more now, which is weird because they used to not. Why do these cost 2 gold now? Let me test something. This cost me 2 gold and like 49 something. Yeah, I'm getting back less now. Weird that they changed the price of the candelabras. Or they didn't do it with the gold ones. Interesting. Buddy. See, that costed me 4 silver as opposed to 2 gold. Yeah, 4 silver gives me back 72 silver. But that cost 2 gold, and I only get back 1 gold. I don't know why the platinum thing has changed. But whatever. That's weird. Still got my money though, so we chillin'. Anyway, let's open this up. Let's see what we got. We got a weapon. And more gold. Wow, okay, so now that we're finally past Providence, what's the next stage here? What can I get as a magic class? I can get something called prismatic armor. I've never seen this before. Gives about the same defense as the Terragon armor I'm wearing. More magic damage, more magic critical strike chance, plus 20, maximum health, plus 80 maximum mana, minus 15% mana usage, plus 9 mana regeneration rate, plus 2% jump speed, plus 10% flight time. While no bosses are alive, any enemy with less than 500 maximum health will deal no contact damage to the player. That's cool. Magic attacks with a chance to fire 2 homing rockets that explode on hit, or magic attacks have a chance to fire 2 homing rockets that explode on hit. The explosions deal 80% of the rocket's damage. After the rockets exceed 200 damage, further damage bonuses are only 33% as effective. Pressing armor set bonus will cause lasers to rain down at the cursor for 5 seconds. The lasers function identically to the Death Hail Staff, dealing 30 magic damage and inflicting the God Slayer Inferno debuff. This effect has a 30-second cooldown. Interesting. My other option is Terragon armor, which gives me a lot more defense, actually. Upon taking damage, the player is given Terra life buff, which provides 1.5 HP a second for 26 seconds. 10% damage reduction, plus 40% maximum health, plus 40 maximum health, not percent, plus 1.5 HP healing a second. Heart Reach potion effect, providing increased heart pickup range. That's nice. What is the set bonus for... Okay, the mask appears to be the magic one. On every 5th critical strike, you will fire a Leaf Storm magic projectiles, heal you on enemy hits. Okay, magic projectiles heal you on enemy hits. Amount healed is based on projectile damage. Cool, so this has Terragon armor, has a lot more defense and lifesteal, and a buff to just overall healing. It's nothing crazy, but it has it. Prismatic armor does not have healing over time. It also does not have lifesteal. Just has a lot of like extra damage. I think I'm gonna go with Terragon armor. How do we make Terragon armor? I always forget. I imagine I need Terragon Yeah, I need Eula Bloom, which I think Eula Bloom has spawned now. I want to say. I think Eula Bloom just spawns like, yeah, it's all this green shit. Yeah, now that Providence has died, we can mine Eula Bloom. And perennial. I think we've been able to get perennial for a while. It would appear that Eula Bloom spawns more often in mud. I think it does spawn in mud because I'm only seeing it in mud. That might have been mud, I don't know. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of it in the jungle, so I'm guessing it does spawn more commonly in mud. I'm not gonna teleport 3 feet. This is how you go mining when you have these mods, by the way. That's probably enough. Oh yeah, 3,000 of the shit. Oh, right. I wanted to check. Does Providence drop any other magic weapons? It looks like it only drops one. Okay, so we got the one weapon you can get from her. That's nice. I'm going to reforge it. Let's give her a little whirl. I can tell you right now, one weapon that I did not use was this. It's slow. But it shoots whatever those are. Emits 3 beams of holy energy in a tight spread. Okay, so I can just be accurate with my shots. This does do 175 damage, and I imagine each beam probably does that much damage. So, I guess that's something. Cool. That's a lot of fucking bars. I mean, 800 bars. Got way more defense now. Fantastic. Increases heart pickup range, reduces enemy spawn rates. Reduces? That's weird. Enemies have a chance to drop extra heart on death. Mount healed is based on projectile damage, reduces enemy spawn rates. Magic projectiles heal you on enemy hits. That's amazing. Also, don't need nebula armor now, because we've gotten upgraded. Yay! Okay, so the Purge Guzzler is the second best thing on the list of where we're at right now, according to the wiki. Can I make better anything? No, still got Celestial Wings. Still got those. These have such better flight stats. I really wish I could equip them and still be able to run, but I can't. Oh well, I guess. What's the sanguine, Sanguine Flare? Ah, I need bloodstones. I forget. Bloodstones. Can I get bloodstones already? Dropped by enemies in the Brimstone Cloud after Providence Profane Goddess has been defeated. Yes, we can. We can get bloodstones now. Okay, I think you can also craft bloodstones, if I remember correctly. You normally can't, but I have a mod that says you can. Yes. Oh, you need blazing cores for this? That's fucked up. You also need a lot of blood orbs. You're supposed to sell blood orbs. Oh wait, it's gonna be another modded one, isn't it? It would be, but it's not in here. Blood orbs drop from fucking... They drop from enemies just during blood moons. Got bloody tears for days. Stop it. See? Bloodstone. That's a disturbing sound. Holy shit. It feels fantastic to be able to mow down mobs like this. It's satisfying, genuinely. I have a line of shit spawning and coming right at me. I hold down left click and suddenly everything is dead. No way one of those things spawn. Apparently I'm a tad too close to the jungle. That is so loud, by the way. There's so much shit going on. You guys aren't going nowhere. Take all of them out. Perfect. I know I can craft more of those too. That's enough blood orbs. I just need to buy treasure bags. Damn, these are expensive. But I need more blazing cores. So. God, I spent so much platinum just now. Bruh. I'm gonna make a shit ton more of those. There. Okay, now I'm trying to make bloodstone core. Oh, I need necroplasm. I should be able to get necroplasm. Can't buy it from her though. Still can't buy bloodstone from you. Or blood, whatever, not blood samples. There's the blood orbs. Game literally tells me I'm supposed to be able to. Oh yeah, I forgot I already prepared this room. Also, that's going to once again spawn that boss and count as an attempt towards my attempts, even though it's not. Nothing stands a chance against me in here. Not even this paladin that's trying its damnedest to approach me. I don't know how much of these things I need. I know, I saw a message down there. I know I'm liable to spawn, Ultra Gas, and here he comes. Well, I guess I'll make an attempt at Poltergeist since he's here. Wow, he hurts a lot. I'm dead. That did not go well. Poltergeist is usually a joke in Calamity. Like, in regular Calamity, if you're not on Infernum, I beat Poltergeist before, all the Rune of Chaos bosses. There's 3 Rune of Chaos bosses. I won't fight any of them. I'll just go straight to Poltergeist, because he's typically, like, really easy. It's actually pretty funny. Yeah, I got 2 magic weapons. I think these are, like, later game magic weapons that, both save material as well, so it's a good thing I have them. We'll see what I can do with those later. But I can craft these now. At some point, Bloodstone armor becomes a thing as well, I'm pretty sure. Or Blood Flare armor. Yeah, Blood Flare armor is pre-Devourer of Gods. But it's good armor. It is, as far as defense goes, actually just slightly better than Tarragon armor. As far as its other abilities go, it's not insane. Honestly, I might do better with Tarragon armor this round, or this playthrough. But anyway, now I can make the Sanguine Sanguine Flare. This is allegedly the best weapon I can get as of right now. I'll put that away because I really haven't been using it. Let's go outside and see what this does. That's a little underwhelming. What is blast of sanguine flares that drain enemy life? Drain enemy life? Are you saying it also heals me as well? Let me see what the wiki says. When used, it fires a random spread of 8 red orbs, which will begin waving erratically after traveling for 3 seconds and explode into, or upon hitting an enemy and traveling a far distance. Orbs can pass through tiles, and upon hitting enemies, they heal the player 2.5% of the damage dealt. Okay, so it's a weapon that heals me while I use it. Makes sense why it's up there on the list then, because that will probably be really useful. On the other list, oh, I just remembered. We can make the display now. The advanced display for the code breaker. All I needed was the what was it called? I just needed the Tarragon bars, or the Eula Bloom bars. Hello. Fuck off! I somehow ended up with 2 of these. Upgrades required. Can I still not decrypt this yet? Oh, shut up. Oh, right. I already made this. What was the last one? Oh, the voltage regulation system. That's why. For a second, I was just like, what? There we go. Now that's going. We're decrypting the last schematic. which we need to do because there's another weapon that the game's telling us about called the Plasma Caster. It's a magic weapon that does quite a bit of damage. It's extremely slow though, so I guess it's a charge blast weapon of some sort. But it does 705 damage. Would you shut up? Fuck ass slimes. I said I was gonna end the stream like 30 minutes ago, and I'm still about to, but I'm just trying to, I'm kind of dicking around. I'm seeing what I can get now that I finally beat that boss. Because I was exactly at the 3-hour mark of my stream pretty much when I finally beat that boss. And we started this stream on that boss, so it took me 3 straight hours of grinding to figure that out. Are you done yet? 67%. Okay, just waiting a little bit longer. Also, I never mentioned it earlier, when you finally beat Providence and then, like, I think that was Devourer of Gods that came out of a portal and, like, ate and crushed the crystal or whatever, which was supposed to be, like, Providence's soul or crystal or something. That was cool. I'd never seen that before. That does not play, that little cutscene does not play when you're playing regular Calamity. Yeah, the Auric Quantum Cooling Cell, that's the next upgrade, which we can't get until we get Auric Bar, which is, like, the late game bar, so we'll get to that later. But cool, we have that. I don't think I'm going to use the Plasma Caster. It reminded me to go ahead and do that schematic since I can, but I'm not going to use it. There's something called the Missile Storm, and I already know that's an upgrade to the, this thing. Yeah, the Razor Pine. I've seriously never acquired a Razor Pine. I also need Dark Plasma for this, which I'm pretty sure you get from Ceaseless Void. Yep. Okay, so that's a weapon I can't craft yet because I need to beat Ceaseless Void first. What about the Magnetic Meltdown? I need Twisting Nethers for those. Do I have that? No. What it drops that? Ah, Cygnus drops that. Okay. So that's another weapon I can't get yet. And then Last Prism is also on the list of weapons I can use at this stage of the game, which is weird because Last Prism sucks. At least in Calamity it does. In Vanilla it's fine. Okay, well, as far as weapons go, I have what I can acquire other than the Plasma Caster. I'm not using that. I guess I'll make it just to show it off, but, like, who cares? 1,200 damage. I forgot that because I have all this armor and stuff. The wiki gives you the base damage. It doesn't calculate how much damage it would normally do when you, you know, you got all this health. Or when you have all the mage damage buffs from your armor and such. Charge the weapon. No. Simply denied. Okay, you're charged. That's not as slow as I thought. Left click to fire a large exploding plasma bolt. Right click to fire a turbo mode.
Increasing rate of fire with hindered accuracy. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll try and use this weapon just because it does have a rapid fire mode, and that's a lot of fucking damage. Pirates approach. Okay, sure. I'll deal with the pirates real fast. What the fuck? I think we're done here. That was almost comedic. Cool. I'll try to use the weapon. Why not? These two weapons I have not been using. This weapon's my favorite. These two weapons here are amazing. Oh, hang on. Let me reforge this. 1,400 damage. That's insane. That is insane. Okay, now I'm gonna leave this episode here. This was not fun. I'm proud of myself. I'm glad I managed to get past this boss. I thought I was gonna be stuck on it for ages. I was afraid I wasn't even gonna get it this stream, but I did it, and now we can continue forward. We have the next 3 bosses ahead of us, and then Poltergeist. That'll be interesting. We're on the road to endgame, you know. As soon as we get past Poltergeist, like these 3 bosses and then Poltergeist are like another section of progression in the game, essentially. So as soon as we get past Poltergeist, we'll have Old Duke and Devourer of Gods, which is another mini like progression section. And then after Devourer of Gods, you have the final progression of the game. So we're getting close. We're only 2 progression stages away. But for now, I'm gonna have to bid you guys adieu. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate all the support. And yes, I will see you guys later. Probably tomorrow, I assume. Yeah, probably tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll be back soon. Good night, guys.